Why some people succeed faster than others. The year was 1994 and the guy was only 30 years old. At 30, he was beyond lucky to be a senior vice president at a global investment and technology development firm, D.E. Shaw & Co. But something crazy was about to happen. This young guy read a report about how the internet was growing so fast, and because of that, he resigned his lucrative job to start an e-commerce site. 2 decades after his decision, he became one of the richest men in the world. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the reason why some people succeed faster than others and how you can succeed fast. If you are new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. The guy in my early story is Jeff Bezos, and what changed his life was the fact that he had access to the information most people don't, and he was visionary enough to know that the internet will change the world. People who succeed faster than others have one thing in common, and that's they know what most people don't know, long before everyone knows what they know. The people who succeed faster than others always see what nobody sees, long before it becomes obvious. Aristotle Onassis said, "The secret to success is to know something nobody else knows. If you know what nobody knows, you can achieve success faster than everyone." My personal story. I became a curious reader when I was around 17. I would read anything that came my way, anything. By the time I was 18, I had become a book addict, so much that I preferred to be in a prison that has books than to be in a place without a book. When I was 20, I already read far more books than virtually anyone I knew. Invariably, I knew far more than most people, even those who were older than me by 30 years. At age 21, when I decided to be an entrepreneur, what everyone of my age was doing was to dream of a good job. As an entrepreneur, competing with other businesses is always very easy for me. The reason is simple. If you are competing with me in the same market, I've probably read far more books about marketing and human psychology than you'll read in the next 10 years. Because I know far more than you hardly can meet up with my games. That's what it is. Look around and tell me any successful person you know. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or Mark Cuban. All these people are book addicts. They are curious learners who cannot stop learning. Let me tell you this truth. They didn't start today. Many of them have been that way since they were teenagers. Because these people are always curious, they always know what most people don't know. The math is very simple. If you can know what most people don't know, you can do what they can't. If you can do what others can't, you will achieve what they can't. The world where knowledge resides in the school. The biggest emotional pain I've dealt with in the last decade is the fact that I see how people worship school as a source of education. People go to school for education that school doesn't give. And when they get out of school, they stop learning because they believe that they are already educated. Your degree isn't an education, it's a paper. You only need it if you want to beg other people for something. If you're not planning to be a beggar, you don't need a degree for anything under the sun. That's not to say that the degree is bad, but to say that your life and success depends on what you know, which others don't know. It's a simple math. You went to school to learn what everyone is learning. You can only use such knowledge to achieve what everyone is achieving. To achieve what most people can't achieve, you have to know what they don't. If you know what most people don't know, you will achieve what they can't achieve. Where is the world going? In the year 1994, less than 16 million people are on the internet. To get the perspective of what that means, that figure was just 0.4% of the entire world. In other words, that's just not a market. But Bezos read a report which showed where the world was going, how the internet could blow up the world. By knowing where the world is going, Jeff Bezos could easily be there before everyone. Today, Amazon is one of the most successful companies in the world, and Bezos is richer than almost everyone. Creating wealth is as simple as this. Know where the world is going and get there before everyone. I have a formula that can make you a millionaire in the next 5 years, and that formula is very simple. Figure out where the world is going and get there before everyone. It's very simple. If you can figure out where the world is going, you can create a path that leads there, and everyone will pay you for leading them. But how are you supposed to know where the world is going? Simple. Be curious than everyone. Read what others don't. Learn what others don't. Study what others won't. Ask questions which others won't, and find answers which others won't. Again, remember what Aristotle Onassis said. The secret to success is to know something nobody else knows. Most people live in yesterday. You have to live in tomorrow. You have to live in tomorrow. Most people complain about what is wrong in their country. You have to look for ways to make something right. Tomorrow is where you belong, and tomorrow is where you ought to focus on. If you know where the world is going, you can be successful faster than everyone simply by getting to the future before them. How do you know where the world is going? Here's the formula I use. I study history, have people who know what I don't know in my team, and try to pay attention to new trends. Let me break these down. First, the best way I know tomorrow is to study yesterday. So it happens that history repeats itself always. If you want to know where the world is going, try and study where the world is coming from. Start from your industry. If you are a stockbroker, study the history of the stock market since 100 years ago. If you have a media company, study the evolution of media since the last 100 years. If you are a musician, study the lives of great musicians since the last century. If you are in any other industry, study how that industry started, the biographies of the successful industry players, and a few important things that have happened many years along the line. When you know yesterday, you can predict tomorrow, and if you can predict tomorrow, you can take decisions that will make you the king of tomorrow. The other thing I recommend is that you should make friends from different industries. I happen to be one of those people who hate technical stuff. I love technologies, but I hate what is inside the technology. I hate to do anything on my company's website, for example. I hate to do any technical thing as regard technology. Because of the fear of detail, I sometimes don't move near technology. But I have friends who live and sleep inside technologies. These guys know what has happened and what is happening. Because I have them as friends, I can easily have access to their expertise, and this can help me to know the latest technologies and how to use them to achieve my business goals. Making friends from other industries will open your mind to things you will never know in your own comfort zone. This can help you to know about new opportunities and to take advantage of such opportunities. In conclusion, people who get ahead and succeed fast in life are people who make the first move before everyone knows about a new opportunity. You have to be at alert. You have to be curious. You have to understand where the world is coming from by studying some history that is relevant to your industry. You have to pay attention to trends and have friends from different industries. You have to read what others don't so that you can know what they don't know. To succeed fast in life, you must know where the world is going and get there before everyone else. Aristotle Onassis said, "The secret to success is to know something nobody else knows." Thank you so much for watching our videos. Are you between the ages of 15 and 40? Then we invite you to join our new channel, which was specially created to share with you inspiration and life's lessons to succeed in life. We call it Under 40 TV. Kindly look at the description box to join the Under 40 TV. We love you.